गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स. माझं नाव राहुल पळसकर आणि मी पुन्हा एकदा तुमच्या सगळ्यांचे सहर्ष स्वागत करतो आपल्या किड्स मॅजिकल लर्निंग यूट्यूब चॅनलवरती. आणि मी आज घेऊन आलो आहे स्टँडर्ड 6 हिस्ट्रीचा लेसन नंबर 7चं बुक रीडिंग. चला आता आपण स्टार्ट करूया. लेसन नंबर 7 इंडिया ड्युरिंग द मौर्य पिरियड. त्याच्यामध्ये दोन टॉपिक आहेत 7.1 आणि 7.2. द ग्रीक इम्पायरर अलेक्झांडर इन्व्हेजन, द मौर्य इम्पायरर. तर आपण 7.1 पासून स्टार्ट करूया. द ग्रीक इम्पायरर अलेक्झांडर इन्व्हेजन. अलेक्झांडर द ग्रेक इम्पायरर invaded India north western frontier in 326 BCE. Crossing the Indus Sindhu river, he reached Takshashila. On the way, he met with the forceful opposition from the local Indian kings. He defeated them all and successfully reached the Punjab. However, in this invasion, his army had to suffer several hardships. The soldiers were eager to get back home. They rebelled against Alexander, and he was forced to turn back. He therefore appointed Greek officers to administer the conquered territory. They were called satraps. He started his return journey but died on the way back in the 323 BCE at Babylon. Today's Babylon is in Iraq. Alexander's campaign led to an increase in the trade between India and Western world. The histories who accomplished Alexander introduced India to the Western world through their writings. Greek sculptures influenced Indian art, giving rise to the Gandhar school of art. The Greek king minted characteristic coins. On one side, the coin had a picture of king who had minted the coin, and on the other side, a picture of a Greek god. The name of the king was also written on the coin. Alexander's coin were the same type. Later, Indian king also start minting similar coins. आता याच्यामध्ये त्यांनी अजून एक ॲडिशनल कमेंट दिली जी रेड कलरमध्ये. त्याला त्यांनी म्हटलंय की डू यू नो. आता आपण ते पण रीड करूया. इन द 6th century BCE, a king named Cyrus has established a vast empire in the Iran. The empire extended from northwest India to Rome and to Egypt in Africa. Around 518 BCE, an Iranian emperor named Darius had conquered the region to the northwest of India up to Punjab. Darius had recruited some soldiers from his area into his army. We learn about this from the writing of Greek historians. Political relationship between India and Iran were established during the reign of Emperor Darius. These led to great exchange in the field of trade and art. Emperor Darius had introduced a uniform currency called daric in all part of his empire. This made trading easier. The capital city of Persepolis was built during his reign. Persepolis is in Iran. ओके, आता आपण 7.2 वरती आपण स्टार्ट करूया. द मौर्य एम्पायर. चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य. Chandragupta Maurya founded the Maurya Empire. People were tired of tyrannical rules of the Nanda king of Magadha, Dhananan. Chandragupta Maurya brought it to an end and established his own rule in Magadha around 325 BCE. He won Avanti and Saurashtra and began to extend the boundaries of his empire after Alexander's death. A struggle of power being among straps he had appointed Seleucus Nictor were Alexander's general. He became the king of Babylon after Alexander's death. He invaded the northwest frontier region of India and the Punjab. Chandragupta Maurya successfully resisted his aggression. The defeat of Seleucus Nictor led to the inclusion of the northwest region of Kabul, Kandahar and Herat in the Maurya Empire. Megasthenes, Seleucus Nictor's ambassador, stayed back at Chandragupta Maurya's court. His book Indica is an important source for the study of India during the Maurya period. There is an inscription stating that Emperor Chandragupta Maurya had built a dam called Sudarshan near Junagadh in Gujarat state. आता चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य एम्पायर रिलेटेड काही ॲडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन आपण ती वाचू डू यू नो बद्दल. तर फर्स्ट आहे वशकदत्ता द संस्कृत प्ले रायटर wrote a play called Mudra Rakshas. It related how Chandragupta Maurya defeated Dhananand and established an independent power. The plot gives special importance to the contribution of Arya Chanakya, also known as Kautilya. दूसरा पार्ट Do you know? According to the Jain tradition, it is believed that the Chandragupta Maurya had accepted the Jain religion. Toward the end of his life, he abdicated the throne and spent his remaining year at Shravanabelagola in Karnataka. That was where he breathed his last. आता आपण 7.2 मधलंच नेक्स्ट टॉपिक रीड करायला सुरुवात करू. एम्पायर अशोक. आफ्टर चंद्रगुप्त renounced the throne, he was succeeded by his son Bimbisar. After Bimbisar's death, his son Ashoka succeeded to the throne in 273 BCE. Ashoka had been appointed the governor of Takshashila and Ujjaini before he came to the throne. As the governor, he had successfully crushed the revolt at Takshashila. After becoming the emperor of Magadha, he launched a campaign against the state of Kalinga. Kalinga occupied the region of today's Odisha state. Emperor Ashok conquered Kalinga. Ashoka Empire extended from Afghanistan in the northwest and Nepal in the north to Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh in the south, and from Bengal into the east to Saurashtra in the west. आता याचा थर्ड टॉपिक आपण वाचायला सुरुवात करूया. द कलिंगा वॉर. Ashoka was deeply moved by the bloodshed of the Kalinga war. He decided never to wage third page वरती never to wage a war again. He come to believe that trust, non-violence, compassion, forgiveness were the important values. Ashoka wanted to spread this teaching among the common people, and therefore he had pillar erected and stone inscription engraved throughout his kingdom. These writings are in the Brahmi script. In this inscription he is referred to as देवनाम पियो पियादासी. याचं मराठीमध्ये पण थोडंसं व्यवस्थित लिहून ठेवलं की जेणेकरून अंडरस्टँड होईल. believe of the God and he who lived on his affection. Another inscription states that 8 years after he ascended the throne, he made the conquest of Kalinga, and he had a change of heart on seeing the devastation it caused. An inscription of Emperor Ashok at Delhi Topada show that he had put strict restrictions on hunting of bat, monkey, rhinoceros and on setting fire to the forest. याच्या आपण चौथ्या टॉपिकवरती रीडिंग सुरू करूया आता आपण. एम्पायरर अशोक वर्क फॉर द स्प्रेड ऑफ रिजन. Ashoka had embraced Buddhism. He had convinced the Third Religious Council of Buddhism at Patliputra. Ashoka sent his own son Mahendra and daughter Sanghamitra to Sri Lanka for the spread of Buddhism. He also sent Buddha Bhikkhu to West Asia and Central Asia for spreading Buddhism. He also built many stupas and vihars. याच्यातला आता 5वा नंबरचा पॉइंट. पब्लिक वेलफेअर ॲक्टिव्हिटीज. Emperor Ashok laid stress on the creation of facilities for the welfare of the people. For example, he had provision for free medicines and medical treatment for the people as well as for the animals. He built many roads and planted trees for shade on both sides of the road. He dug wells and built dharmashala. Administration during the Maurya period. Patliputra was the capital of the Maurya Empire. For the sake of administration convenience, the empire was divided into 4 regions, each with its own capital. आता आपण 1 to 4 रीडिंग करू. कुठले कुठले रिजन होते. ईस्टर्न रिजन तोशिला उड़ीसा, वेस्टर्न रीजन उज्जैनी मध्य प्रदेश, साउथर्न रीजन सुवर्णगिरी कनकगिरी in Karnataka, northern region Takshashila, Pakistan. There was a council of ministers which advised the king in matter of administration. There were many officers working at a different level. There was an efficient intelligence service which kept an eye on the administration and on the movement of the enemies. Life of the people during the Maurya period. During the Maurya period, agricultural production had great importance. Trade and other occupations had also prospered well. There were many occupations like carving and engraving on ivory, weaving and dyeing clothes, and metalwork. Black glazed pottery was also produced. Shipbuilding was carried out on large scale. In metalwork, the technology of making articles of other metal as well as those of iron had developed. Different festivals and functions were celebrated in village and town. Dance and music concerts were a part of entertainment. Wrestling birds and chariot race were popular, and so were board games and chess. Chess was called Ashtapada. Art and literature. During the period of Emperor Ashok, the art of rock cut sculptures was promoted. The pillar erected by Ashoka are excellent specimen of Indian sculpture. There are excellent carving of animal like lion, elephant, bull on these pillars. The charak or wheel on the Ashoka pillar at Sarnath has a of honor on Indian national flag. The pillar has lion on all four sides, but they are visible from the front. This is the official seal of Government of India. The cave sculptures at Barber Hills, carved during the period of Ashoka, are well known. These caves are in Bihar. They are the oldest cave sculpture in India. After the death of Emperor Ashok, the Maurya period began to decline. After the Maurya, many new states and some empire also emerged in India. The Maurya Empire was the largest empire in ancient India. In the next chapter, we shall discuss the political and cultural happening in the post-Maurya period. आता पहिल्या पेजवरती अजून एक ॲडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन देऊ, ते आपण वाचू, जी सगळ्यांसाठी खरंच खूप कामाची, जे आपल्याला भरपूर लोकांना माहिती नाही आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये काय सांगितलं आहे की द ऑफिशियल सील ऑफ द गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज बेस्ड ऑन द कॅपिटल ऑर पिलर हेड ऑफ द अशोका पिलर ॲट सरनथ. द अशोका पिलर had 4 lions. On the horizontal strip below each lion there is a wheel of charak. We can view only one of these charak at one time. There is a horse on one side and bull on the other side of the charak. Similarly, on the side that is not in view on the seal there is an elephant and a lion on either side of the charak. तर अशा प्रकारे आपण आपला लेसन नंबर 7 हे आपण वाचून पूर्ण केलेला आहे. प्लस ॲडिशनल या बुकमध्ये त्यांनी पेज नंबर 32 वरती हे पण दाखवले की मौर्य एम्पायर कसा स्प्रेड झालेला आहे. तो ग्रे कलरच्या शेडमध्ये त्यांनी इन्फॉर्म केले की तो कसा आणि केवढा एक्सपांड झाला होता. मौर्य एम्पायर हा एन्शियंट भारतातला सगळ्यात मोठा एम्पायर होता. ओके, तर अशा प्रकारे आपण याचं रीडिंग संपवलेलं आहे आपण. तर आपण नेक्स्ट चॅप्टर नंबर 8 वरती लवकरच रीडिंगवरती. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.